They call me Coach Mean Reen in the scene. She mean what she say. Body moving so groovy, bustin' up every day. Wake up, stretch out, mirror, say you that one. Plus that's power, baby. She already won. Camera on, motivation through the lens. She don't fake, she don't bend, she just sets the trends. Sweat dripping, confidence in. When she moves, the world's listening. Every rep, every breath, that's purpose. Every hater in the comments make it worth it. She don't need no validation. She the queen of dedication. Every move she make extra line. Baby, never make it mine. Every rep, redefine.
Yes, please share.
I don't chase, I align. She don't play
You don't play about her.
Strong in the heart, yeah, she's flying.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
Playing with crown when she steps on the mat.
I'm excited about our guest today, so just come in, guys.
Me and Reen got the glow, no blur. From the gym to the screen, she's the dream you heard. Coach Reen, she don't play about her. YouTube streets, no grind, she consistent with the time. Every click, every view.
Sunshine in the building. Hi, Sunshine. Welcome, welcome.
Control, face strong, purpose grown. Got that boss talk tone on the microphone. From sweatbands to business plans, she stay legit. Every dream she touch, yeah, she manifest it. Yeah. When the music stops, she still gon' move.
Shout out to Reen for this beautiful song. I absolutely love this song. Oh, what's up, Pride? Welcome in, Miss Velez. How you doing, Miss Velez?
She's the light that conquers doubt and fear. In her lane, she's crystal clear. Me and Reen, the name they cheer. Yeah, she don't play about it. Yeah, coach got the heart, got the nerve, got the spur. Every curve, every burn, she's pure. Boss energy, that's Coach Me and Reen for sure.
Welcome, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome and welcome. Welcome in. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Coach Mean Reen experience. I'm so excited for everyone to be here today. I'm your host, Coach Mean Reen. How you doing? Today, we have the incredibly exciting episode for you. We're diving into the world of plus size fitness and celebrating the beauty of being fit and fabulous no matter your size. Our guest today is the amazing Janae Michelle, honey. She's a dynamic, curvy fitness influencer known for her empowering content that inspires individuals to embrace their bodies and prioritize their health. Janae has built a vibrant community around body positivity, fitness, and faith, sharing her own journey and encouraging others. With her relatable approach and infectious energy, she has become a beacon of inspiration for many. In today's episode, we'll delve into Janae's fitness journey and explore her tips for staying active. So grab a snack, a healthy snack. Settle in and join us for an engaging discussion that celebrates body positivity, empowerment, and the diverse experiences we all bring to fitness. Let's get started. Let's welcome in Miss Janae. Welcome.
Hello. I'm so excited. Hello, everybody.
Welcome. It's really great to have you here. First, before I allow you to let the people know who you are, I want to say thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself, let everyone know who you are and what you bring to the fitness space.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you. I feel so blessed to be on the talk show. Come on. Like I was like, I watch and now I'm a guest.
Yes.
But I'm super excited. Thank you so much for having me. For those that don't know, my name is Janae Michelle. I have a fitness brand that goes by This Curvy Girls Fitness. And it started with me basically going to the doctor one day, realizing I was at my heaviest weight I had ever been, which at that time was 391 the day I stepped on the scale. I know for a fact I probably weighed more than that, but that was what we saw on the scale that day. And when we were talking, and he was just telling me about, I basically went from a pre-diabetic to a diabetic, about my blood pressure, how he wanted to monitor my heart, like all these things. I remember sitting there hearing it, and I was like, all of this stuff is, I know for a fact I can't control. If you give me the opportunity, I don't want insulin. And I literally was telling my doctor this: I don't want to take insulin. I don't want to take none of this medication. Like, give me the opportunity to change. And
Yeah.
he was like, you got to your next appointment to let me see a difference. And that started my journey. And I started posting on Instagram under This Curvy Girls Fitness as
I
a
remember
almost
from the beginning.
accountability for me. Yeah, it was just me being accountable to me. I just posted every single day. And I think it just started to slowly resonate with women. And then COVID happened. And then,
Yeah.
and then I think that changed the game a little bit, because we were all kind of working out from home, and I had already kind of built this early morning workout routine, and I just didn't change that.
Right.
And so for me, I've really been an advocate for health more than anything. Like, yes, I want to lose weight. Yes, I want to be at my healthiest. But to me, my healthiest is knowing that my numbers are in line. I am eating healthy. I am taking care of my body the way it needs to be taken care of. And that looks different on different people. And I'm still on this journey. And right now, this is what it looks like on me.
Yes. And I love to see it. You are definitely an inspiration, and I can attest. I remember from the very beginning when you started posting your videos, you started posting your workouts. You were already doing home workouts before the pandemic happened. I remember. And you might not say it, but I'm going to say it. You have grown your Instagram following to over 90,000 subscribers.
Still blows
What?
me away.
Like, what? That is amazing. You've been featured in fitness magazines. You are doing an amazing, amazing, amazing job. Congratulations. The chat is going crazy. They're like, congratulations, girl.
Ah, thank you. To be honest with you, I appreciate that, but my journey, I feel like, isn't. I get to do this every day and document it.
Yes.
But the real part about this journey is the fact that I get to hang out with you, or I get to touch all these different women. Like, when I look in my DMs and there's somebody from a country in Africa that is like, I'm watching your videos and it's helped me. Like,
Yeah.
that is what encourages me and inspires me, because I think part of the reason why I started posting was, sometimes you don't see a whole lot of, especially when you're looking at the fitness community, you don't see a whole lot of women that look like you.
Right.
And I wanted to show, like, hey, this is me at this size, but every day I'm getting up and I'm trying. I may
Huh.
I may have failed yesterday, but guess what? I'm getting back up again today, and I'm trying again. Like, that was what I wanted to show. And I feel like that's been the highest blessing of this journey so far.
Yes. And I just the fact, just getting up and trying, that's all you really need to do, is just get up every day and try. Some
Yeah.
days it's harder than others, right? Like, some days you
Yeah.
really don't feel like getting up and doing anything, but getting up and trying, like, that's the message that resonates with me the most. And that will help you stay consistent.
Yeah.
Is you're not striving for any particular goal. The goal really is one, right? The Busway said it
One
perfectly.
day at a time.
One day at a time, one foot in front of the other. People
Brick
often
by brick.
people often ask me, like, do you have a weight loss goal? Or I don't have a goal. My goal is to be juicy. I just want to be juicy in my old age. When I get older, I want to be able to move around. When I'm finally able to be free of work, I want to
Yeah.
be able to travel independently. I want to be able to get up and sit down, pick it up high and drop it low.
Yeah.
That's the
And so,
goal.
and I
That's
think
the
it
goal.
changes because I think when I first started this journey, I had that number. Like I wanted to hit this number. And the sad part about that is, guess what? I hit that number. And then life happened.
Yep.
And I, I went right back on past that number again and had to kind of start this journey over. And then it became about, you know what? I don't want to feel defeated if I don't hit that number. I don't want to feel defeated by stepping on the scale and seeing my weight fluctuate because that's what weight does. But when you
Yeah.
step on the scale, you're not in that mindset of like, okay, day to day my weight is going to change. You just see that number went up from point 0.3 to point 0.6 and you're a
And you're
little
like,
upset about it. And so for me, it has become about I want that longevity. I want
yes.
to be an old woman that can lift, that can stoop, that can bend, that can squat, that can
Yeah.
do all those things. And even right now, if you've been, if anybody here has been following my journey on Instagram or even YouTube, I talked about like my mom's health, and there's been
Yes.
a couple of times where
God
she's
bless your mom.
fallen, and I've had to help her up. And you want to be like, if I'm an only child,
Mhm.
everything in me just want to be strong so that I can make sure I can do what I need to do for my mother. Like
Yeah.
that, but that also is showing me this other side of, okay, as I get older, I need to make sure that I'm taking care of my body because I don't like it scares me to know that we have parents that could fall, and if they don't have that little bracelet with the push button or they're not near a phone, that to me that terrifies me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be that person as I get older. So that is one of the things I look for. And I think it is so funny. I can look at my Instagram feed now and it's so different because now I see all these older women in my feed that are like lifting and squatting and
Yes.
Pilates and
Yeah.
it encourages me because that's where I see myself. I don't want to
Yeah.
be I want to maintain an active life as I get older.
Yes. Yes. And when we think about our parents, oh my gosh. Whew, it's heavy. It's heavy. Being able, so speaking of moms, my mom works out with me and
As a blessing.
she's going to be 73 in May. And one of the reasons that really blesses my soul is she's able to sit up unassisted. Like she's strong at 72 years old. She is so strong. And that's because she started her journey 4 years ago with me. And thank God, like I'm so thankful for that. We just want to see our parents in the best. We just want them to be healthy. We just want ourselves. We want to grow and be healthy as well. So that
Hmm.
really, like, as you know, so guys, in the chat, I'm speaking with Janae Michelle. She has a channel here on YouTube with the same name. I'm going to type it in the chat. So you guys go on over and check her content out. You'll love it. I love her vlogs. The vibe is just vibing. I love it.
Thank
And
you.
she also has YouTube, I'm sorry, Instagram. Her Instagram is This Curvy Girls Fitness. I'm going to put that in the chat as well. So if you have Instagram and you want to check her out over there, you better.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much.
It's wonderful. You'll love her content. I love how she meshes together fitness, faith. It's beautiful. Um so yes, make sure you guys run over and subscribe to her YouTube and also follow her on Instagram. Yeah, so we just jump right into our conversation, which I absolutely love. I love that. I love that for us.
I
So
love it too.
yeah. So I have some like guided questions, but the
Okay.
way that I like to do this is just, conversation style. So we were talking about fitness. So one of the things that I always think about when I talk about fitness is how fitness influences your self-esteem and your self-image. So what
Mm.
does fitness do for you in those regards?
For I have to take this back. For someone that grew up that was, I guess, considered the chunky, I was a little chunky kid, but
Mm-hmm.
then I was also dark skinned with kinky hair. I
Mm-hmm.
got so growing up, I always tried to blend in. I didn't want to stand out. I didn't want to attract attention. And I think that I drug that into adulthood, unfortunately. And I think as I started to gain weight, I retreated even more. Like my hair had to be the same as everybody else's. I had to wear similar clothes. It's like I just because I didn't want to stand out in any way.
Mm-hmm.
The second that I started thinking about my body, my health,
Mm-hmm.
that changed because it's like I carried myself differently. It wasn't even when I saw the weight loss. It was just the act of working out consistently, the energy I had, the less stress that I had. I felt my shoulders sit up higher. I felt my head not hang as low because I think it did boost my confidence. It gave me a little bit more self-esteem because it felt like I was doing something for
Yes.
myself instead of sitting in front of the TV killing that bag of chips or
Mhm.
that container of cookies. I actually did something for me. And I
Yeah.
think just that in itself was a confidence builder.
Yeah.
Now, the benefits of working out and lifting and things like that is your body starts to take shape, and yes, you do start to feel more confident and you do start to look at yourself differently, I think, and it does help to boost you. But I think that's where we also have to be careful because then if we do gain our weight back, are we then doing that self negative talk? Are we looking at ourselves negatively again because we gained weight back instead of loving our bodies throughout that? So I don't I don't really use my body shape or anything like that as a confidence booster. I think just the act of moving every day for
Yeah.
me is not only beneficial, but it's also spiritual because a lot of times I'm listening to gospel music. If you catch me at the right moment, you may catch me with tears streaming because I
Yeah.
may be in total praise moment in that moment. So I think just the act of it, because when I have a workout where, like I said, I can just have an emotional release. When I'm done with that workout, my self esteem is through the roof. I feel good. like
Yes. And that's the thing. That is the thing that is less, it's not spoken about enough. Is because I think that I talk about this a lot. There's a lot of focus, there's a lot of correlation between working out and losing weight. But if you shift that and stop correlating those two, working out provides you with so many benefits. And that's one of the number one things is your confidence. And it
Mhm.
comes from the fact that, like you said, you're actually doing something. You're actually getting up. You made it. If you have this fear of going to the gym, and now you're going, you have this actual, like, it just makes you roll your shoulders back and
It
stick your head
does.
up high. Like, you've made it into the gym, you've gone consistently. Forget the weight loss, forget any of that. The energy boost, the mood stabilization, like all of that stuff. And I noticed, like, if you don't, or if you can't work out for a certain amount of time, you feel different.
Yeah. And
Feel
especially as women,
heavy,
as
you feel dark.
exactly. Exactly. And I think especially as women, as we are getting older, our hormones are changing. Those
Ugh,
good workouts, those workouts make you feel amazing. They help to balance your body. And that's something that, I know for a lot of women out there, we are at the age where we're going through perimenopause, premenopause, menopause. There's so many different new names. But like, for anybody that's been following me for a while, then you know that unfortunately I started that journey when I was in my 20s. And
mhm.
so working out, I've seen what working out does between now and then. Those moments where I wasn't working out, where I wasn't taking care of my body, my energy was low, my skin was not looking good. I just felt dehydrated half the time. I felt stressed most of the time versus those times where I was working out, there was just this balance. I had good energy. I felt good. My body was like, it's just it changes you. And now what I will say, because you mentioned this and I gotta say this, a lot of us do focus on that number. And I
Yeah.
think we forget that sometimes that number doesn't represent what the body looks like. Because it was a long time that I stayed at the same number and it was super frustrating until somebody pointed out that my body shape looked
Yeah.
different.
Your
And I
body
didn't realize
composition
that.
is changing.
Yeah. I just saw the number on the scale and I was irritated because it wasn't moving. But
Mm,
those workouts were actually shaping my body, building muscle in areas that I didn't have it before, decreasing the fat and replacing it with muscle. And I think a lot of times we forget that on this journey instead because we're so focused on that number. Get off
right.
the number.
Ah, man, I'd say that the scale is the devil. It'll cause you to quit so fast because,
Yeah, well,
especially if you're working out so hard and you're like, why ain't the scale moving? Forget the scale. Go get you some measuring tape, honey. Get you
yeah,
some measuring tape. And if you have a doctor that has that type of scale that measures your fat and your muscle density and all of that, then use that type of scale, or you can invest in one for yourself. Because when your body composition is changing, the number on the scale might not move that much
yep,
because you're losing fat, but you're gaining muscle. So you can end up going down 3 or 4 dress sizes and the scale only moves like 5 pounds. And you're like, this is diabolical. So
yeah.
when I stop weighing myself, the only time I get weighed is when I go to the doctor. That's it. I have measuring tape that I use as a guide as opposed to the scale.
Yeah. And I think sometimes we forget those little wins throughout the day, throughout your weeks, throughout your months, when jeans fit a little different, or that chair that used to be uncomfortable now is a little bit more comfortable to sit in. That seatbelt clicks a little
Yes.
easier. Like those little wins.
Yes, yes, that is those are those are the victories. Those
Yep.
non-scale, that dress you have in the back of your closet. And you like, you
That
know
you've
what?
been
Let me pull it out.
let me just
And you
try it.
and that thing slides on, that will feel better. That feels better than any number on any scale.
Yeah, it does.
Looking good in your clothes, feeling good, looking at a flight of stairs and not dreading going up the stairs. Hello?
Or
Hello?
getting to the top and realizing you're not as out of breath as you normally are.
Right. I know when I was my heaviest, I used to drive around the parking lot and find a spot that was as close to where I needed to go as possible. I don't do that anymore. I just park wherever because I
Yeah.
used to get such severe back pain if I walked for a certain amount of time. So when I think back to those days and where I am today, that's the victory,
That's the
not
victory.
a number on the scale.
I can tell
And
you,
some
for
people,
me, it
that's
was the
not
back pain.
victory. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, for me, it was the back pain, knee pain, ankle pain. And even to this day, if I start to gain weight, I can immediately feel it in my knee. I can
Mm,
immediately feel it in my knee. And I'll know, like, okay, you done put on a little too much, because those are the areas that were triggers at my heaviest. And it's so funny, the things that when I was at my heaviest, the things that I think I dealt with, the pain
mm,
that I lived with day to day, because it became my norm. And
yeah,
then when I lost the weight and those pains kind of went away, but then you kind of gain a little weight and that pain comes back, it feels severe. Like you are
yeah.
wondering, how did I deal with this before?
Isn't that something? Isn't that
Because
something like
it becomes your
the
normal.
adapting? Yeah, it becomes your normal. And that's the other thing that weight working out does. It improves your quality of life.
It does. It truly does.
It
It has
really,
for me tremendously. I think the biggest part for me was taking my, like doing my blood sugar, because one thing I still do is I still monitor, even though I am, I guess, in the pre-diabetic range. I'm not diabetic anymore, but you still
okay.
kind of hey,
Mhm.
hey, hey, no medications.
Right.
But I still have to, like, make sure I'm checking my numbers and being consistent in that, because I feel like sometimes we get so used to, like you said, falling back into those routines, falling back into our normal. And I need to make sure that I'm constantly being diligent and just making sure that I'm staying on top of those things, even though I may feel good, even though I may be working out. you still want to stay on top of your numbers on a regular basis. Like me and my doctor, I can tell y'all, me and that man are like this. Like I I love my doctor.
Yes.
I would
Oh
not
my
give him
gosh,
up
I
for
love my
nothing.
doctor. I'm
But I
so
think it's I
blessed. It's
think
a
it's so
blessing.
important. I think it's so important what you do, how you are bringing people together, having these conversations about the plus size community, about fitness, about health, because I think that is especially for women, we hold on to so much stress because we carry so much. We carry our families, we carry our kids, we carry our spouse, like
Woo,
we
you
carry
preaching.
so much. And sometimes we forget to slow down. We forget to take care of ourselves. And to me, fitness is that self-care for me. That is my self-care. I love a
Yes.
good skincare. I love a good makeup day. I love all that. But me without my workouts on a like I can miss a day or two there, but like by that third day, I'm feeling it. I know
Yeah.
I haven't worked out because my moods aren't the same. I don't
Mhm.
feel as good. My energy levels, hey, you catch me at the right moment, I may snap at you because my my fuse is short. Like,
That's the truth. That is the truth. That is the
but it
truth.
just lets you know what fitness does to your body, how it
Yeah.
can really change the way that you think, the way that you feel. It's a total body transformation when you are consistent with this process.
Yes. And self-care, you brought up a very good one. So self-care, that topic, that word, that phrase, it has become, a part of people's everyday speak. And fitness for me that's definitely my self-care. There's something about being selfish, right? Like it's women have been told, we have been trained pretty much since our early years. Like I think about the toys. This people always look at me like, what? But follow me. The toys that girls are given as children. We're given dolls, baby dolls. We're giving strollers. We have easy bake ovens. But I don't know if they still do easy bake. I'm talking about my childhood.
Get it?
And a lot of the toys are teaching you how to care for other people from
Yes.
your wee child, and you carry that to a point where when you realize your health is suffering, you still think about everybody else in your life before you think about yourself, before you think
Hmm.
about taking care of yourself. And people like I also do consultations, not even consultations. I coach one-on-one. I do accountability coaching. And most of the time when the ladies come to me, they're like, well, my son has this at this time, and my so and so has this at this time. And then I got to make sure that I do this. And I said, hold on. If your health fails, like you deteriorate and you're in the hospital, how is all of that going to happen?
Hmm.
You have to make the time for yourself. And when you work out and you make the time for yourself, everyone around you is going to benefit from that because you're going to feel good about you, and you're also going to be an example for your children, because there's nothing like that's one of the things that I thank God for, that I started doing those workouts that I do, seeing moms come to the class and their kids are in the back doing the workout with them. I
Yep.
wish I learned about fitness when I was 6. I used to go to dancing school, but once dancing school stopped, that was it. I didn't do anything else like fitness related. And I didn't pick it up until my later adulthood. But learning about working out from a small child, wow, that's like an endless gift.
It is. Because I feel like most, especially like in our childhood, you think about it, like I think there are certain things that if they were taught, can you imagine the type of adults that we would be? Like, if you were taught about finances in school, like if you really were taught about credit in school, if you really were
Ah,
taught about health and fitness and how that correlates, if you're really taught about building generational wealth, like these are things that can be school topics, but we choose not to. And I feel like the good thing I will say nowadays is you do have schools that are focusing in on healthy eating. I wish
Yes.
more schools would do that because I know the schools now have like the salad bars and things like that.
Mhm.
But I agree with you. Like, I think as a child, to be able to see that, to see your parent, to see your mom, your dad working out, it inspires you because if you notice, especially if you look at people who like athletes, if you look at like, these NBA stars and things like that, a lot of their kids, guess what they do? They may not necessarily play that sport, but they
But they
play a
play a
sport
sport. They sure do.
because they see that. They see how it was beneficial. They see how their parent has energy and can run and jump and do all the things with them, and that inspires them. They see that they see how it's healthy living and things like that, and then that also brings that into the house because if you're living that type of lifestyle, then you probably don't have a house stocked with chips and cookies and candy. You have a house that's stocked with healthier options, and that just leads you into an adulthood of making healthier choices. And so I
Yes.
think that is so important. And I feel like that's why I love sharing my journey because I get this opportunity to hang out with these amazing women
Yeah.
and I get to learn so much from them. I
Yes.
take from them. Like like people will be like, well, people make comments on my pages not realizing like I'm watching Coach Reen, y'all. I'm
Yeah.
watching all these other people. Like I'm looking to them because they motivate me, they inspire me, they encourage me. And I think that's so important about this journey. So I know I'd be talking too much, so please forgive
No,
me.
you go, girl. This is it's a highlight for you. I love it. I love it. I love that you jump right in. Like this is what I like to do. I like to just talk and I like to spotlight people that inspire me, people that I watch, people that I love to see grow. Like you have grown so much and it's so dope to see. It's like so dope to see. And when I see someone else who looks like me grow, it lets me know that it's possible. So we need that
Very
representation.
true.
We need to see people that look like us, that are our age. Okay, you're not over
Yes.
the hill, honey. We still young. We can still do things, and seeing that it does something different when you see
It does.
yourself. It's something different when you see yourself in on your feed. You see people that look like you working out. You see people like you becoming influencers. You see people like you getting brand sponsorships because they're realizing the value in you and the message
Yeah.
that you're promoting. So it's great to see. And guys, if you're just jumping on, I'm speaking with Miss Janae Michelle, and that's her channel
Hello,
name
hello.
here on YouTube. And she also has an Instagram page, and her Instagram is This Curvy Girls Fitness. If you guys want to follow her, you most certainly should.
And I
So
love the comment. Somebody said chips are evil.
yes,
I agree, because they are evil. Because they are some of the things that I cannot get away from. I cannot get away.
yes. Let me
That
say,
is my weakness.
my weakness is ice cream.
And it's so funny. I feel like there's like the two groups. You have the sweet group and the salty group. I'm the salty group. I could eat some chips. I could eat French fries. Like I am definitely the salty group for sure. I can stay away from sweets completely because I don't really have a sweet tooth. But you throw some chips in front of me now,
Oh, you got some.
I
You
can't
got
tell
some.
you.
You got some people that agreeing with you. The boss way says, "I agree about them chips." Same here. Chips is my weakness, and that's why I was shouting out earlier. Harjarine, or the boss way, as her name, her at is on YouTube. She created my theme song that I was playing at the beginning. Thank you, Lala. She
Oh,
put
we
your
love it. We love it. I love that
every
theme
time I
song.
play that song, I shout her out. I absolutely love the song. When I first heard it, it made me cry because it's one of those things where you're moving about your day. Of course, you're posting on YouTube and you're posting on Instagram, but you're moving about your day and you don't know that people are watching, but you don't know people are watching. And when I heard that song and the lyrics of it, I was
I
like,
was about to say that. It was the
wow.
lyrics, the detail. It was the
Yeah,
detail that
it
I
was
heard. I was like, yeah.
that song is amazing. Jeffrey says, yes, ice cream is my no-go. So shout out to everyone that's in the chat. I'm sorry I'm not individually shouting everyone out. We were just in a really great conversation, but I am highlighting your comments. I appreciate everyone for being here. We're having an amazing discussion. All right, we're going to move to a little fun segment that I like to call, we're going to do some rapid fire questions. These always, it's so funny when we do these, they end up not being rapid, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so the first one is cat or, oh, and wait, before we start, everyone in the chat, you're more than welcome to respond in the chat if you want to. You can participate too from the chat.
Yes, please do.
The first one is cat or dog?
Dog. Yeah, I've had a cat before and she was the sweetest, but I've had two dogs. My first dog, unfortunately, my first dog passed away last year. I had her for 15 years. I have another dog right now and she is 12 years old, had her that whole time. Like, they are my little babies. So yeah, dogs for sure.
Everybody, the chat is agreeing. Lala said cat. Everybody else is saying dog. Yes. Oh, I know the answer to this one, but the chat too, you guys can answer. Morning workout or evening workout?
Oh, morning for sure. Morning, all day, every day. I commend you who go out after your long, hard day and get a workout in. I don't see how y'all do it. I really do.
I don't know how you guys wake up first thing in the morning and go to the gym. Like, God bless you for that.
I love it. To me, it feels like, because I can honestly, if I'm sitting at my desk, 3 o'clock it hit and my brain starts to shut down. Once, like, from 3 to 5, I'm working on like light tasks. I'm responding to emails. I'm doing like,
but you probably go to bed pretty early too, right?
I do. Yeah, like my body starts yawning about 8:30.
Look, Harjareen says, before the body realizes what you were doing. Yeah, that's what people tell me about the morning. They're like, it's better to just get up and do it before your body realizes. I'm just like, I'm not a morning person. That's not my ministry. Evening, I'm awake. Like, once work is over, I wake up.
See, I don't. I'm still on chill after work. I will. You know what though? I will say, I do kind of need I'm not a wake up, my alarm goes off, and then I'm hitting the floor, running, getting dressed to go to the gym. I'm not that person. I do kind of have a little bit of a slow morning. Like, I got to do my devotional. I got to let the body wake up. Yeah. But because of that, I do get up pretty early, and so I'm at the gym by 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest. But I am done with my workout. I am sitting in my hour commute, and I'm at work by 9. So that's really the goal for getting up early. Is because also too, can you imagine sitting in an hour-long commute and then having to go to the gym after that? I can't do it. I don't think y'all do it.
You have an hour-long commute. Luckily, like, when I do have to go into the office, it's not far from my house. It's about 15 minutes tops.
Okay, so that's a blessing.
That's different. Like, an hour commute, I would have to rework some things now. Because I would be drained from that drive. Ugh.
Yeah, see, it should take 20, 25 minutes, but I live in California traffic, so unfortunately, that's about an hour commute on my way.
And you're sitting in traffic, which is my arch nemesis, sitting in traffic. Oh, no. But, you know, shout out to the people that wake up first thing in the morning and can work out. Like, shout out to all of you. I am definitely an evening workout person.
And shout out to y'all that work out in the evenings. I commend you.
Ooh, this is a good one. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Oh,
let me see. What's mine?
You know what? This is always going to be this, and it's just what I love. I love tacos. I am a taco fanatic. I love a good taco. It could be a shrimp taco, chicken taco, beef taco, as long as it's a good taco.
Man, that might be my second. My first is Jamaican food.
Ooh,
I love curry chicken, so I eat it like even normally like try to stay away. I not try to stay away. I stay away from rice, potatoes, and stuff like that. But if I really want to have a cheap meal, it's simple. It's just curry chicken and white rice.
that sounds delicious, and
It is.
I am down for that anytime.
Tracy says she
And
worked
it's
out at 7 a.m. Child.
hey, that's a good workout. Come on. You know what's funny is I would say I love. It's hard for me. Like tacos is my all-time favorite. So I'm going to stick with that for my cheat meal. But for
Mhm.
those that don't know, I actually have a background as a chef. So
Yes.
the first half of my life, I went to culinary school, worked in the culinary field, worked with some of the famous chefs you guys see on TV to this day. And during that time, I honestly fell in love with Thai cuisine and
Ooh,
Italian cuisine. I ended up
yeah.
working for an Italian chef for like 3 years, ended up working with a
Mhm.
Thai chef for like 3 years. And so those two cuisine, I can honestly say I can eat those anytime, any day, because I love the flavors. I love the freshness of them both. But yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to say tacos. See, look, someone said I can eat tacos daily. I'm with you.
Every
Who's that?
day I can eat
Simply
tacos.
Sunshine.
Every day I can eat tacos. What? There's a taco place that is 5 minutes from my. I have to turn the other way because I will eat it every day. Their tacos are delicious, and you live in California
Oh,
now.
I got a taco truck right around the corner. And what time? What time is it? He should be setting up right now. As a matter of fact.
See? Look, every day, man. I can eat tacos every day. Somebody said pistachio. Who said that? Lala pistachio. That's not really a cheat meal, is it?
But they good though. I
I love
say, you know
pistachio.
what? You can say it's a cheat meal
Right.
because depending on how much you eat, them
Yeah,
things got a lot. It could be a lot of calories up in there. But
yeah.
I can pop them things like Tic Tacs.
Yeah, that's true. Because like if you eat them and eat like a few, then you good. But if you go, ham.
You go ham. Yeah, exactly.
Ah, who said Taco Bell? We're not talking about no Taco Bell. No. I've never eaten. I worked at Taco Bell when I was 15. I'm not good. That's all I'm gonna say.
You sound like me. I was like, I used to work at El Pollo Loco. I don't think I've had El Pollo Loco since.
Yeah.
And I worked there when I was my senior in high school.
Yeah. It's like once you work there, you like, Sweetie says now she wants tacos. Like, we're gonna have everybody eating tacos tonight.
Everybody tacos today.
Shrimp taco, fish tacos. Oh my goodness. I went to where was that? There was somewhere, I don't remember where it was, but the fish tacos, it's like they went somewhere and caught the fish, cooked it in meat. The fish was so fresh. It was so good. Oh my gosh.
Look, so this is just a tip for anybody. If you guys, I don't know how many people here are local to California, LA area. If you ever travel out this way,
I'm gonna
there are two restaurants, and they are sister restaurants. They are in Venice, California. One is called La Cabana, and the other is called Casablanca. Casablanca is like the seafood side. So that's
Ooh,
where you get all the seafood. And the lady over there is making fresh corn tortillas.
OMG.
And then as street at La Cabana, that's the like traditional Mexican food. And that's where the lady is making fresh flour. When I tell you, if y'all get a chance to go, and they were also voted best margaritas in California if y'all like margaritas.
Ooh. 'Cause I've never been to California. I have to go. Like I need to go.
Oh, we
And I
got to
want
get
to
you
go
out
on a
here.
food tour. I want to go on a food tour.
I can take you. I can take you on the food tour now.
Yes,
That's
I'm
the
definitely tapping in. I'm gonna be like, I'm here. Take me.
you gonna have some soul food, some Thai food, some Italian food. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yes. Ooh, let me talk. See, but that's the good thing. I will always love food. That's just the way it's gonna be. I'm never going. And I knew if I wanted to like keep my fitness journey going, I had to change my relationship with food because, honey, I had to change my relationship with food because food is a comfort. Like, you see how we're all talking about food and everybody's hype and everybody's like, yeah, and tacos. Food is such a comfort. Food is delicious. And the one thing that I think about and talk about often is with other addictions, because I also think food can be an addiction. And with
Very
other
much so.
addictions, like, substances, if someone drinks, if someone's using some kind of drug, once they become abstinent from it, you don't need that to survive. But we do need
Mhm.
food to survive. So if you have a food addiction, now you have to figure out how to change your relationship with food, because you still have to eat. And
Yep.
that, my Lord, I said, God, I always say God he's a funny God. I think
Yes.
God, he got jokes up there.
Oh, I tell them all the time. I'm like, oh, we just up
Oh,
there, just
you,
comedian status, huh?
yes, he got jokes, because he's like, you know what? I'm gonna bless you. You're gonna be really good and consistent. You're gonna be one of those people that are super consistent, right? No matter what you do, you're gonna be consistent, and that's gonna be your superpower. But your kryptonite, it's gonna be food.
Ooh.
What? Oh Lord.
And but I understand because especially like we had mentioned this earlier too, I am definitely an emotional eater. And when I say emotional eater, I mean happy emotion, sad emotion, mellow emotion.
Every
I am yeah, every emotion. I'm an emotional eater, but it does get very like, don't let me be in a bad mood or not feeling too good because then it can get bad. It can get
yeah,
bad because I am trying to fill this void, this little hole that I'm trying to fill, and I'm trying to fill it with food. And so that
yeah,
for me has definitely been one of my challenges throughout this journey is when I fall into a situation where life starts life in and maybe I'm a little more stressed from work or life, whatever it is, how can I start being better, making better choices when it comes to food during that time? And I just
yeah.
have to be aware of it because there are times where I can like, and I'm sure a lot of us can attest to this where you're in your mind, you be like, okay, I'm gonna do good. I'm not gonna do this. And then it's like after you had the bag of chips, you be like, oh yeah, I said I
I said
wasn't
I
going
wasn't gonna eat
to, but
those.
and so for me, that's where I think I'm still navigating that. And the little things that I'm learning now is definitely just keeping the healthier things in stocks in the house. So like I try not to keep chips in the house. I try and keep nuts in the house. I try and keep bags of popcorn or little things like that so I can have that salty when I need it, that crunch when I need it, or things like that. I'm not perfect, but I am trying to like better learn to navigate that road a little bit. And I know that for a lot of us, I think that's it is hard because like you said, it is an addiction. It is when it's our comfort. It's what we do when we get around family, when we hanging out with our girlfriends, we're going to brunch, like we're
Yes,
breaking bread,
yes,
we're you know enjoying company and stuff like that. So it's hard sometimes to be able to truly sometimes separate that and feel like, okay, I can eat and I can also live a healthy lifestyle. So for me, the person that I met one of my closest friends in college, and her
mm-hmm.
name is Sherry. And Sherry is a beast in the gym. I mean,
Mm.
she probably like
Her
5 foot
on
tall.
your Instagram before, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And she probably, like I said, she probably like 5 foot tall. She gonna be mad at me that I said 5 feet. She probably taller than that. But but when I tell you a beast in the gym, and we've been friends for so long that she's kind of seen me go through these different journey, just this different journey in my life. And one day I was talking to her because I was like, how do you stay like so consistent, but yet you are the big, like, she is the biggest person in my life that would be like, let's go get a treat. She will call me up just to go get a treat, but yet she is a beast in the gym. And so one day I just asked her, I said, what's up? Like, how do you do this? And she was like, I go to the gym because I like to eat.
Word.
Like, hello.
Exactly. That's why I work out on vacation. People are always like, "You crazy as hell. Why are you bringing workout clothes to an island when you're supposed to be on the beach sipping on margaritas?" And I'm like, "Listen, if I don't work out, why have to keep it going? Like it's
Exactly.
that's why."
Because it's certain, hey, because I tell y'all, it's certain things that I like. Like somebody said it earlier. I love fry. I'm a fry fanatic, and don't
What?
let me find some place that got fries with toppings. Like like
Woo!
we got a fry guy locally that does like crab and shrimp on top of his
Oh my
fries, and
gosh.
I love stuff like that.
I went to a
But
food
like
truck
I
in
cannot
Orlando.
have that all the time. In order for me to have that, I gotta work out. I got like
Yes.
that is a treat. That is the end of the week treat. I worked out 5 days, so I get to indulge in these fries on Saturday.
Oh, we have a question. This is a good question. Sweetie Pie says, any thoughts about Ozempic or those types of meds just to help you start your weight loss? What do you think about Ozempic, Wegovy, those GLP-1s?
I think what they were originally created for was amazing because that was created for those that are diabetic that really need to help get their numbers down, things like that. I think there's a other side of it where people are just kind of taking advantage of it because of the benefits of the weight loss.
Yeah.
But I do think the health benefits of it for those that are in need of it, I think that it's important because I mean, is it what's going to be the difference? Do I continue to do insulin and still be the same weight, even though now I just have this medication that's helping to keep me balanced versus having this other medication that can possibly help me never have to take insulin and I
Right.
can lose the weight. So it's kind of like you have to really think about what's best for you. And I do think that it is a newer drug. Do we know what's going to 20 years down the line as of right now with some of them? No, we don't. But
Mm-hmm.
as long as doctors are continuing to do their due diligence in the research, making sure that it's healthy for people, if they are noticing anything, making sure to inform people. I think as long as you're making a healthy decision between you and your doctor, I can't fight it. Hey, I have a couple of friends that have successfully done it. I
Yeah.
also have a friend that did it, and after she was off of it, she gained the weight right back. So you
Yeah.
also got to think about that. I do think that if you're going to start it, please, there was a couple things that I noticed for a fact. Stay hydrated, lift
Yes.
weights, lift weights.
Yes.
You are going
Say
to
it
lose
5
weight.
times. Lift weights, lift weights,
Yeah,
lift weights, lift
because
weights.
you are going to lose weight rapidly. And
Yeah.
when you're losing weight that quickly, you're going to have loose skin. So if you're
Mm.
not lifting weights to tone as you're losing that weight, because it is, and eat. That's the one thing I will say I'm not a huge fan that I hear a lot about it is so many people are like, I don't have an appetite and they're
Mm.
just not eating. That is not the way to lose weight. Like your
Yeah.
body needs nutrients. Your
Yeah.
body needs these things.
So it can
And so
completely stop people's appetite altogether.
yeah, because there are people who are like, I've gone 8 hours, 10 hours, and I didn't want any food. Like they have to literally, you kind of have to force like some people, depending on how your body takes it, you have to kind of force yourself to eat because you have zero appetite. And
Wow.
I've been around people who have literally had zero appetite. And like I said, I've seen the group that were truly successful. I have seen someone that unfortunately, when they were done, they gained the weight back. So that's why I said it really depends on your body. And I would say have that conversation with your doctor, but I don't see we have medicine that is formulated all the time to help us through health issues, diseases, anything like that. I don't see Ozempic or Wegovy being any different than that. I think we can abuse it, so don't abuse it. I don't
Right.
think somebody like, and forgive me, I'm not putting nobody on blast, but like, why do a Kardashian need it? Like, I'm just saying, like,
Right.
what you losing? Like,
A lot of
like,
they said that a lot of celebrities have started taking it that weren't in the situation where they were like obese. They just needed to lose maybe, or they wanted to lose 10 or 15 pounds and they were prescribed it.
yeah,
But
which I think is that
that's
10 or 15 pounds, do the work.
yeah. Like, but as far as like GLP-1s, there's a wonderful community here on YouTube that I'm a part of. I watch, like, well, I don't take a GLP-1, but I like to hear their stories. And a lot of them have been very successful. So there are people that can be successful
Mhm.
with it. It's just about being very responsible with the medication. Um, and using whatever tools that they can provide to you uh to get to where you need to be. But the thing that I always think about is always have a plan. Like once you're not on the medication anymore, then what? Like
Then
what?
do it. I think that's one of the things I liked about my doctor, because me and my doctor had the conversation. Like
Oh,
we and
me
him
too.
had this conversation because I'm pre-diabetic. I was diabetic at one point, and he was like, "Is this something that you would be interested in?" And my immediate question was like, "What's the side effects?" And
Yes.
then what are the long-term effects? And when he was like, "Well, they only have certain amount of studies," and he couldn't tell me what the long-term effects. There's just things where I'm almost, and I hate to say this, but like I'd rather wait it out a second and see how
See
it
what
go
happens.
first before I be like the first.
No, because like my doctor, because in 20, I think that was in 2022. I gained because I've been steady. I kept my 100-pound weight loss off. Like I kept the weight off. But in 2022, I put on about 40 pounds, and I could gain 40 pounds. Yeah, if you ever anybody ever wants to challenge me to a weight gain challenge, honey, I could win.
Hey,
I
I
could
don't
gain.
know. Me and
Look,
you
you
be
said
in a
I
little
don't know.
competition now.
I could gain weight fast. So I put on so like 40 pounds. And my doctor was like, what's going on? Like, and then we had that conversation about he was trying to prescribe me Wegovy. Um, and the same thing you said. I said, well, what are the side effects? And he gave me like some literature to read. And one of the side effects for Wegovy is pancreatic cancer, and he said it's a very small percentage of people obviously end up getting it. But the problem with my family, or the issue with me, is my grandfather passed away from pancreatic cancer. So that immediately made me say no thank you.
Hmm.
Okay, no thank you
I
from
agree.
me. But
Yeah,
I understand, why people do it. It does give you the boost, but obviously nothing is a magic pill. Even if you're doing a GLP-1, even if you get what's the surgery called? The sleeve, even if you
the
get the
sleeve and yeah,
sleeve done, even if
gas
whatever you
gastro
do.
bypass.
The thing is, when you've been a big girl your whole life and you've dieted and done all kinds of diets, the one thing that is a constant is once you stop doing whatever it is, it doesn't matter if it's a pill, a magic diet, what was that pill they used to give people? Them diet pills, I can't remember the name. All of that stuff. Once you no longer take it, the weight is coming, and it's coming back with cousins, and the cousins had
Yep.
kids, and they all coming back. They like, ooh, we got, let's have a party,
Well,
and you're gonna gain so much
because I
weight
think
so fast.
because I think people forget that if you're on this journey shouldn't be for a number on the scale. It should be for a lifetime.
Life,
Because if it's not for life, that number that you drop is probably going to come back plus some. Just
yes,
because you're not going to be consistent, you're going to be inconsistent. You're not going to be working out regularly. You're not going to be eating right regularly. So, like, when you say that this is a lifestyle, this becomes a lifestyle in a way where I'm not perfect every day, but I'm not going long periods without getting right back on track. I am
yes,
maintaining this lifestyle because this is the life that I want to lead. And the great thing about that is when you are transitioning this lifestyle, you'll start to see the weight loss. You'll start to see the body recomposition. You'll start to see those things because it just becomes who you are. You
yes,
enjoy working out. You enjoy eating healthy. You enjoy these things. And I'm gonna be open and honest. Is it all fun and games in the beginning? Sometimes it feels like a diet, or it feels like you're kind of structuring yourself. But if you start to think about what your intentions are, what is it that you really want your body to be capable of, and you start to reframe that thought process, then it becomes like, okay, this is just who I am. This is what I
yeah,
enjoy doing. This is my life. And like when I if you would have took me pre-pandemic to the person I am now, and the foods that are in my fridge right now versus the foods and stuff that were in my fridge back then, like I'm a completely different person. But that took time. It took time for me to swap out the chips for the popcorn and the rice cakes for the, like, it took time
It
for me
takes
to
time.
do that.
And
Or like,
that's the thing that I like to stress to people that are just starting. Give yourself time to relearn your relationship with food, your relationships with the snacks that you like to eat. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Slowly, slow walk it, because if you're going to do this thing for the rest of your life, you got to slow walk it. Think about all the years, however old you are right now. You've been doing things the way you've been doing them that whole time.
yeah.
So all of that ain't going to change tomorrow. That's not how it works. You
It'd be
got to
nice if it did, but no, it don't.
nice. It'll be nice if you could just wave a magic wand and all of a sudden only crave salad.
Yeah, but we know
crave
that is not happening.
not happening, baby. It's just not. So if you slip up, that doesn't mean throw everything away. It doesn't mean just stop working out because, oh, well, I ate ice cream today, so I'm not going to work out again until next year because I ate ice cream today. No, that's not how it works. You pick yourself up tomorrow, work out with the ice cream still on your breath, and let's go. Like, keep going.
And that's the difference between, and that's the difference between the person that's looking at it as a lifestyle versus the person that's just looking at it as that number on the scale. The person on the number on the scale is going to feel defeated if they mess up once and they're just going to give up, versus that person that's doing this for a lifestyle. They're going to be like, okay, I messed up today, but that's all right. I still got tomorrow.
Right.
They're looking at it differently.
Tomorrow, they're gonna be like, all right, tomorrow you gotta do another 5 minutes, and maybe not. Maybe you don't even need to start that, because that punishment, like trying to punish yourself for eating bad, that's might not be the best idea either, because then you start feeling like your workouts are punishment, and it's not a punishment. It's a blessing to be able to move your body, to be able to wiggle your fingers and toes. These are all blessings. To be able to speak, to speak clearly, to have sound mind, like all of these things are blessings. So look at your workouts as another blessing with some sweat. And it might hurt a little bit, especially if you come to one of my classes. It might hurt a little bit, but you'll be all right.
Yes.
It's good for the soul.
I love that one too. Someone said having a home support system is important too. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100% because I think if you're the only one in your household that's working out and trying to do better, and everyone else is bringing in the unhealthy snacks and nobody really cares what you do, and folks like it makes it so much harder. But when you have people that feel supportive, and even like the little things, like I always feel so grateful when, like, sometimes my mom will order groceries online, and when they come, she'll be like, oh, I saw you were out of your favorite edamame, because she knows that, like, that's my favorite, that's my little snack, like, that's my little snack, like, so it's little things like that when someone sees you. But then I also realize that when you're taking care of your health, you will be surprised at who's looking at you. Because I get this quite a bit with my best friend. Me and her, I've known my best friend since I was in 4th grade. But we adults, we live in life, and so I don't get to see her all the time. But every time I go see her, she has a big family, so it's always some cousins or something over there. And it's always someone who I least expect to be like, oh, I was watching your video and I started working out this week. Like,
yeah, and you're like, what?
And it's doesn't
that bug you out? Doesn't that bug you out when people do that? Happens to me. It like, really we'll go to like the family reunion, my husband's family reunion or something. And one of his cousins would be like, I watch your videos all the time. And I'm like, you do? Like, I'm like, duh, you're on a public platform. Somebody's watching it. But I don't know. It's that always bugs me out. And I'm always like,
for me, it's always, I always feel the most insecure when someone from the church brings it up because I'm always like, "Ooh, people at the churches, y'all watch it?" Like,
Y'all watching me? Wait, hold on. Don't you like, please.
but
But you
no,
know,
but I agree. The having that home support is so important.
it is very important. And that's the thing too, like that can be another barrier to getting you to your healthy place. If you unfortunately happen to have a partner that isn't supportive of your journey, or they want you to stay big. That's a real thing. They don't want
Oh
you to lose weight. They don't want
no,
you to
I'm
they don't want you to. Okay? I mean strongly
yeah.
do not want you to. And that can become a barrier. I actually I'm thinking of a client in particular that had this issue with her husband. They're no longer married now, but that was a big deal. And I was kind of taken aback by that. I was like, why would he? Because she went to the doctor, and similar to your story, she was diagnosed as pre-diabetic, and that scared her. And she wanted to lose weight, and not just lose weight, but eat differently. So obviously, if you're gonna eat, take the sugar out of your diet, take the potatoes and all of that out of your diet, what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose weight. So as she was losing,
Lose weight.
a big deal in their relationship. So definitely, like, you might end up losing
You
friendships, you
know,
might end up losing partners trying to get healthy. But
I
that isn't
um
so
I
you
agree
might
with that.
really be getting healthy.
Hey, 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 but
Getting
you
rid
know
of the
what?
toxicity.
If that's thank you. Because I can say this journey, unfortunately, I've lost friends, and I've lost friends who I never would have ever thought I would lose, which it was surprised because I was kind of like,
Mm,
so you mad because I'm getting healthy? But then it was like, so I was okay when I was the big girl of the group, but now that I'm probably like a little smaller than you, it's an issue. Like I'm confused, like But
mm,
hey, but you know
mm-hmm.
what's interesting is I actually don't watch. I never really watched the show about I think it's like 600 pound like with Dr.
Oh, I watch
Now, is
that
that
all
his
the time.
name?
Dr. Now.
I haven't really watched it before. So I saw the first episode that I saw was actually right with what we're discussing. It was a
Mm-hmm.
guy who was kind of sabotaging his wife and like feeding her, overfeeding her, and like every time she went to go get weighed in and stuff like that, Dr. Now was like, what's
What's
happening?"
going
Come
on?
to
Right.
find out, the Dr. Now sat down with the husband, and the husband actually started crying because his fear was she would lose weight and realize that he wasn't good enough for her. And I was
Wow.
like, and like that kind of hit me because it was just like how many, because I've heard the story of men like very similar to like the person that the client that you had. I've heard stories of men like upset that their spouse was losing weight, and it was kind of like, so you don't like you upset because she's healthy, you upset because she got body now, like I'm confused on what you upset about, like
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I think what it
like
is, how we were talking earlier about when you start working out, your confidence improves.
yeah,
You start standing up tall, honey.
yeah,
You
yeah,
roll them shoulders back and you hold your head up high. And you might start looking around like, wait a minute, I do deserve better than this. Okay,
now
somebody.
hey, if I was my now, if that's what I see, to me, that means you've been
See?
slacking this whole time, and you knew you were slacking.
Right. Okay. Now let's have that conversation. That's probably what the issue really is. But I like to bring that up to let people know, like, listen, you like that friend, that so-called friend that always calls you when they want to go, so they always need you to be a shoulder to cry on. They always call you when they're having an issue. When you start, you're not always available now because you got to work out, you got to take
Yeah,
care of you. You're going to see a shift. Are
shift.
you
You really
mentally
are.
prepared for that? Are you prepared for people that you considered friends, people that you considered your lover, people that you considered family to not clap for you?
And
That's
you
huge.
would be surprised at who doesn't
Huge.
clap for you because you would think. that person or these people in your life would clap for you. And I like you said, I had to kind of learn that the hard way on this journey. But I also saw the friends that stood up and were there. Like, and going back to my friend Sherry that you guys have seen, I go to the gym with her. I remember one day we were walking on the Third Street Promenade, like this three or four block long like corridor that has shops, and usually there's like vendors and entertainers outside. Like, it's kind of like near the beach. But we were walking to a restaurant, and I remember she was. I don't know if she was in a rush. She was walking so fast, and I remember I was at my heaviest, and
Mm.
and I didn't mean to, because I kind of yelled at her, and I was like, "Why are you walking so fast?" Like, I was like, "Girl," and I remember saying, like, "I'm a big girl. Like, I think you're forgetting like my size." And I remember she just kind of stood there and looked at me, and she was like, I don't see that. Like, I never thought of
Yeah,
you like that. You're just my friend." And that
yeah,
blew me away, because I was like, so this is what a friend sees, a true friend. They don't see my size. They don't see me, like, she saw me
they
when
see
I maybe
you.
struggled and she was there, but like, she just saw me. She didn't see the exterior, the size. And yet, like I said, as I started to lose weight in this journey, there were friends who saw the weight loss and it became an issue
Mhm.
versus them just seeing me. Because, like, through this journey, my friend Sherry, she may see me and be like, if an outfit is cute, she'll let me know, "Girl, but she's
Yeah,
never been like, she's never addressed it like, "Oh my God, hey, you're small now," or you losing.
yeah,
Like, she just accepts me. And I
yeah.
love that. I don't have, like, she doesn't have to validate me. She's a true friend. And I think
That's a
in
real.
this
That's a real.
journey, you find those people, that person that just roots for you no matter what. Find that person, because that's the person that's going to be there through thick and thin, through the weight gain, the weight loss, all of it. That's the person you want on your team, and I
Yeah.
love her for it.
Yes, that's what you want. That's support. That is the support that's priceless. Is when you have someone, you have a friend, you have a companion even that supports you. Luckily, I was married before, but this marriage is, I'll say this is my first marriage. The first one didn't really count, okay?
Hey, I'm
So
with you.
that one didn't count. I don't know what you're talking about. So my partner now, my husband, is like, when I was at my heaviest, I never heard it from him. He never said, "Oh wow, you're getting big." Never. When I remember when I finally, like, because you big, but you don't know how big until you
Hmm.
see a picture, or something triggers, and you're like,
Something
hold on,
happens. Hmm.
and you're like, hold on, wait, what's going on? So when I realized how big I got, I turned to him and I was like, I was like, why you ain't tell me? And he's like, I don't see that. I see you. Like, you're you. Like, I look at you and I see you. I don't see size. I'm not seeing how
Yeah.
big you are, how small you are. I just see you. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. But you could have told me my behind was spreading like that. Like,
But that's the love. Like you
but yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
see you. They don't
They
see the
see
exterior. They're
you.
not seeing superficial.
Right.
They're seeing what's inside.
So
And that's
we
what
have
matters.
to get to a place for ourselves where we see us and we're not beating ourselves up.
Ooh,
We're not
girl,
like,
word.
yeah, we're not beating ourselves up if we put on a little weight. You're not like, because you know what? It's crazy. The other thing with weight loss, or like when you're on the journey, you can get down to your smallest size. You said you got down to your goal weight, right? And when you look at yourself in the mirror, you lost weight, but you still, it's like it almost doesn't register. It's almost like you still see yourself as the bigger you, which
The
is
big girl. Hmm.
insane. It's so crazy. And then when you look back at pictures of yourself from when you got to your smallest, you're like, dang, I gotten.
Hey,
But when you're in that
in the
body,
moment, don't
so
see
if
it.
we can see ourselves the way the people that love us see us, oh my goodness gracious, you'll be unstoppable. When
And
you
I
can
think
get to
that's
that
where,
place.
and we have to be real with ourselves, authentic with ourselves, knowing that we are made in God's image. God created
Oh,
us and we
man.
are here for a reason. We are here for a purpose. And our bodies are a temple and we just have to treat it like as such. And we have to remember that our beauty, we are beautiful beings, like inside and out, our features, our eyes, our nose, our lips, like nobody looks exactly like you. Even if you have a twin, there are some differences between the two of you because
Mhm.
that's what makes you unique. And we have to be okay with that. And I'm going to be the first to say, like, I've had, I've gone up and down on this journey, losing weight, gaining weight, getting back on track. And I've had these moments where I had this bad relationship with my body. I just,
Mm,
I didn't like it. I didn't feel comfortable in it. And it wasn't even, could have been even during the times where I was working out, but it was me not taking a look at myself and saying, like, this body is beautiful. And like you said earlier, my body is capable. I can run, I can jump, I can move, I can swing, I can dance, I can do yoga,
yeah.
I could squat, I could lift, like I can do all of
Yes.
these things. And I'm so grateful for that movement. I'm grateful that I have this ability to do it. And it's like I have to be willing to say, you know what? There is a life that I need to lead, that God is pushing me toward, He is opening doors that I've been too scared to walk through. But
Hmm.
if these doors are
Mm.
open and God wants me to walk through, He wants me to show my faith. He wants me to show this fitness journey. He wants me to
Yeah.
be vulnerable and show you the dark side as well as the fun side. And that's who I am.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys follow my content, if you have been there, hey, if y'all haven't been there, you better learn something new. But I had a post not that long ago where I had a tax lien by the IRS. That hit
Yes.
hard.
Yeah.
I went through a divorce with somebody who I met in high school, and I
And
thought
that
I would
story is
be with
crazy.
this person forever. I thought
That
that
story is
relationship
crazy.
would last forever. And
Mhm.
when I lost him, I lost my church. Because
Mm,
if y'all didn't hear that story,
mm,
unfortunately, he cheated on me with somebody at the church. Like,
mm.
and so I
My
had this
God,
life of like
today.
beating myself up, hating my body, thinking that my body wasn't even worthy of me exercising or me doing anything with it because I had so much internal hate on my own self.
Mm.
And it was because, like, this girl, we can get on this podcast, we're not gonna do it, but there's stuff that happened as a kid that I brought into my adulthood. There's stuff that, and so all of these things I put on myself led to low confidence,
Yeah.
led to me having this eating for comfort situation, being an only child. And, when you're
Mhm.
an only child, after school cartoons and snacks was what you
Yeah.
did. Like,
Yeah.
and so all of these things have led me to understand that there are so many women out there that have held on to our past. And our past, I think holding on to it means that we're holding on to this extra weight. We're
Yeah.
holding on to weight that we no longer need to carry. We're
Right.
holding on to burdens that we no longer need to carry. And we need to shed that so that we can be comfortable in our skin, no matter the size, no matter where we're at in this journey, to feel comfortable where we are. Because and I say we, I mean me and you, we post
Yeah.
this content, we do these classes, we do because we know what it feels like to be on that other side. We know
Oh,
what it was to be at our heaviest. We know
mhm.
what it was like to get to the top of them stairs and be out of breath. I
Mm.
can tell you personally, I know what it's like to sit in my boss's office having a conversation with her and could barely fit in the chair that I'm
Mhm.
sitting in. I'm literally busting out the chair.
Of
I
the
remember
chair.
that moment. And like, so now I share this journey for all of those women that
Yes.
either have gone through that or currently going through that so that they can know you're going to get past that. But you
Yes.
have to start
Do it.
loving yourself. I have
Yeah.
to start loving my body. So
Yeah.
I love my body at whatever size it's at. Am I always super happy that I gained the weight? No. But am I gonna love on myself regardless?
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna love
Not
on this
beat
body
yourself up.
regardless.
and
because
not beat yourself up. You can't.
I beat myself up too much,
Too
and that's
much.
part. And I think, and I'm be honest with you, part of my beating myself up led to my weight gain because I would beat
Mhm.
myself up and
Then
run
eat.
to food.
Hmm. And then for the other people, they eat and drink, or drink and smoke, and then eat more, and then go, like, so it just becomes this vicious cycle. It's a vicious, terrible cycle. And then at the end of it, you still feel empty. You still feel like, you didn't feel the void.
Yeah, because I
You
can
did.
tell you now, the most fulfilled I've felt is this season in my life now of being active. And I may not be doing all the things that God has called me to do, but I feel like I'm walking in purpose now because
Yes.
I'm doing something different. I'm not stuck in my same old habits, the same old routines. And what I love about this new season is, do I fall back into those routines? Yes, we all do. But am I able to snap back out of it quicker than I was before? Yes. I can get
Yes.
back on track easier. And that's what this is about. Each time I'm just learning a little bit more from the last time that helps me out with this next time. So this time, instead of it being a full day, I only was in it for an hour and I
Right.
snapped back out.
And
Like,
then
you
you
know what
snap
I'm saying?
back out, like, all right, we're not going to keep going down this daggone road, because the thing is too, when you're on a lifelong journey, there's a time where you start to realize your own patterns on your lifelong journey, and you get sick of your own ish, and you like,
Mhm.
look here, I'm sick of you
Girl.
and this pattern of yours. Like, we gotta do something else. So what I started doing that helps me is started to really tap into what triggers it. What's triggering me to want to eat? When am I getting cravings for the bad stuff, right? The stuff I know I'm not
Mhm.
supposed to be eating. Now, it's okay to eat what you want sometimes, but I mean, if you're doing it every day or every other day, you're finding yourself wanting to eat the bad stuff. I'm saying bad stuff, but you know what I mean. I started
In
looking at,
moderation.
right, in moderation, and what are my triggers? Like, what is triggering it? And it's always, and same for you too, because you're an emotional eater too. It's always linked to some kind of emotion. And then the other trigger for
Mhm.
me is Friday. Friday, the start of a weekend. It's always been that was a trigger. Like, I always, and then that is linked to childhood, because when we were growing up,
I
my
was just about to say that.
my mom would cook dinner, regular dinner, like through Monday through Thursday. Then Friday she wasn't cooking nothing, and and we would get whatever. So it's kind of like you're conditioned that way,
Yeah.
right? So you
It is
once you
funny that you say that.
you too.
Yeah, my family was the exact same way, except for us. It was except for we just went full gusto into the deep friedness of Friday. So we had fish fry Fridays. So it was
Ooh,
always fried fish. But as a kid, I always saw that the adults, that was like their let loose time. That was their,
yes,
like, they were having drinks, they were playing dominoes. It was
yes.
just like that kind of let loose time. And now as an adult, Fridays are that trigger. It's after work. What
It's
we
let
doing?
loose time. So, and the weekend can derail your whole thing
Yeah,
if you let it. So
if you let it.
I had to reel it back in with the weekends. Like, you can you can you can let loose a little bit, but don't go off the deep end. And this,
Yeah.
I mean, I literally have to talk to myself in the mirror. I don't know about you guys, but we got to have a conversation. Look, girl, get your life together, child.
But I think the weekends are like that for a lot of us too. Especially, I can't imagine, because I don't have any kids. I couldn't imagine being a parent in especially today's time, because almost all the parents I know, y'all schedules is packed to
Crazy.
the like. Y'all got soccer practice, ballet practice, games, but I know that especially for parents nowadays, or life just moves so fast on the weekends that now it's like you got to get all your errands in, you got to get your house
Mhm.
cleaning in, And I noticed that a lot of us tend to just gravitate. Weekends are like the easier meals, fast
Yeah.
food, restaurants, like, because it's just like, because you're trying to jam so much into the 2 days, because you got 5 days ahead of you where your schedule is 9 to 5. You done. You ain't really nothing you can do. So it's like, I think, especially in today's society, I think we tend to pack a lot of that into the weekends. And I feel like that's where we can get in trouble. But that's why I think Monday mornings are like, that's when like the gym, we back in the gym. Like,
Yeah.
you notice like the gym is a little fuller on a Monday, Tuesday morning, because folks is
Yeah.
like, that weekend was hard. I got to get back on track.
We gotta get back on track, honey. Maybe that's why I've been saying that the gym is empty, because I only go to the gym on the weekends. Like during the week, I do my classes, and I'm working out with you. I'm not just teaching the class. I'm doing the workout with you. So the weekend, that's when I go and do like my solo cardio sessions and all of that stuff, like on the weekend. But the gym is empty, so everybody outside acting up.
Everybody acting up. It's the weekend.
They like, F this, I ain't going to the gym. And I get it, especially, as you get older and you really like come to the realization that you're gonna have to work till you retire. You're like, Lord have his mercy. How many more years is it? Ugh. But
I know.
I think, being in all of that structure for so long, the weekend is the time when you can really let loose. So it's like having to relearn how to let loose without completely derailing everything.
Yeah. Which can be, and I feel like which can be hard, especially these days, because there's so much happening on the weekends.
Yeah,
Everybody's having a parties.
the
The girls want to get together for
parties.
brunch, and the
Yes.
kids got birthdays, and it's a lot,
And
and
you
it's a
don't
lot to
want to feel left
navigate.
out. You don't always want to feel left out. And that's a
And you
tough
don't
part.
always want to be the person that has like carrots in your car that you're trying to
Yeah.
munch on before you go into the
Before you
restaurant.
go in there, and then you go into the skinny menu and everybody else ordered a pitcher of mimosas, and you're like, none for me. And
Yeah, I'd say I am definitely an advocate for enjoy your life, but enjoy it in moderation. Because I am the biggest person, and I've said this since the beginning of my journey. I am not eliminating nothing. I like food, and this is also coming from a person that went to culinary school, so I love all types of food. Like I
yeah,
so, and I went to a French culinary school, so everything is cooked in butter and
yeah,
oil, and like and so for me, it's important. Like I think food binds us together. I think in so many cultures, that's where food, like, you think about Big Mama House. That was Sundays. That was Sunday
yeah,
dinner. You think about other cultures, they get together around food. And so
yeah.
to feel like you have to deprive yourself of that, to me, only takes away from the joy
It's
of this life.
as
Like
well.
it's too much out there for us to enjoy. What it is for us, the goal for this is you should be moving your body more than what we are. We've become a very stagnant society where we're sitting behind a desk the majority of the time. If you think
Right.
about our ancestors, if you think about, they were walking to work, they were walking on trails, they were, unfortunately, if you talk about the black folks, we was picking cotton, like, but we were doing physical labor. A lot of
Labor.
these jobs were physical labor. So it's like, yes, like, could they eat a little bit more and a little more fat? Yeah, because they were moving all day.
Yeah.
We don't have that luxury. We are sitting at a desk for 8 hours, some of us 10 hours, and then we try and get this hour workout in. So you worked out for an hour, but you sat down for 8 hours.
For 8
Like,
hours. Sat
we have
down.
to, yeah. So I think that's what it is I think we become a society that doesn't just, we don't move. We're not active. We're not as active as we should be. We should be getting more of those calories out so that we can ingest some more of those calories, so we can enjoy the burger. We don't have to feel deprived because we ate something, or you don't have to necessarily wrap it in lettuce because you scared to eat bread. Like, I'm saying, like, as long as you're moving your body and you're being active on a consistent basis, that's important. Like,
That's
it's truly about calories in, calories out. If you're not moving your body and yet you're consuming all these calories, you're going to gain weight. But if you are active, if you're getting your steps in, if you're getting a workout in, if you're walking the dog,
In
playing with the kids,
moderation.
doing dishes, dancing around the house, like just moving the body, it telling you, it does a lot for you, and it just helps you on this journey.
Yeah. Um, we're almost out of time, but I wanted to just reiterate what you're saying about movement, about moving your body and how important it is. Definitely, definitely it's important. But I think what happens sometimes, and it's partially due to social media, or maybe more than partially, about 95%. People are seeing on social media, they're seeing so many like really intricate, really intense workouts. And for someone that's a beginner, it can be intimidating because they're like,
Very
I'm
much
never
so.
gonna be able, I'm never going to be able to do that. So they think because they can't do that, then they can't do anything. But I like what you said about dancing, about walking, moving your body. It doesn't have to be this intricate workout. It doesn't have to be that. You can work yourself up to that if that's what you want to
Mm-hmm.
do, but it doesn't have to be that in order for you to be successful in your fitness journey. Start walking. That's just the simplest thing you can do. Is put
Yep.
one foot in front of the other. Walk around your living room if you don't want to go. You don't want nobody to see you walking yet. You're still scared of going outside. Walk in your living room in a circle. Nobody's gonna see. Put
Hey,
some
I
music on, march in place.
one of the first workouts that I did when I first started this journey, before I mustered up the energy to walk through Planet Fitness doors, was
Mm,
me standing in front of my TV, marching to, and I'm gonna say marching because I didn't do the full workout, but is I can't think of her name on YouTube, and I can see her face. It's like
Erica?
go no, it's
Oh
like
no,
go
go
with
with
flow,
Joe.
or
Go with Joe
yeah,
or go with Joe.
and
Yeah.
it's yeah, it's just like it was a walking workout. She said
Mhm.
get 5,000 steps in 20 minutes or whatever it was. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. And I did that in my living room. And I'm gonna be honest with you, your girl was at her heaviest at the time. I probably did not last 5 minutes. I took a
Mhm.
rest, got back up and did it again. Took a
Yeah,
rest, got back up and did, like, you just have to start somewhere. And I feel
somewhere.
like somewhere, if it's a walk, and I say this all the time, like, I think because social media was like that for me too. I remember when I first started this journey and I first started posting, I remember like it felt like everybody was doing plyometrics, you jumping and skipping, and I'm like, I'm almost 400 pounds.
Jump and
I am not
skip.
about to jump on nothing. Like,
Right. But I want people to really understand that just because you see other people jumping and skipping and leaping and flipping and whatever else they're doing, and you're not there yet, that doesn't mean that you can't do anything. If you're not
no,
able
my
to stand
journey started
for,
with walking.
yeah, even if you can't, let's say you can't, you walking causes you to have severe back pain. Sit in the chair and hit jab right and left. Chair workouts are a thing. Okay. I just dwelled into the
Oh,
lane of chair workouts and the response has been amazing. So I've
it's
developed,
huge.
it's huge. Sit in the chair
It's
and work out, child.
I think people don't get this. So my friend Miana does chair
Yeah.
workouts, and I remember when she first wanted to do she wanted to kind of do like an ad to like promote that she did them. And so she
Yeah.
put together this small group. It was me and it was like some men and a couple of other girls. At the end of that class, even the men were like,
Sweating.
honey,
Yes.
like
Because you work in different muscles. When you're sitting down and you have to lift your legs, you like, what the hell? I lift this
it's
amount and did it. Nuh-uh, honey. Lifting your
it's
own
true.
leg.
It takes, and telling you, and it's at the end of the day, it's about movement, and it's finding what
Movement,
works for you. What
period.
works for you. And it may look different, and don't get so caught up in social media that you feel like you have to do this thing. Because like right now, Pilates is like the
The
big
thing.
thing. If
Yeah.
Pilates ain't your thing, don't do Pilates. Don't do
Right.
it just because it's popular. If you want to try it and you realize, okay, that ain't for me, then that's fine. If you try it and you realize that it's great, then dive into it. But like, I think we look at social media, we see all the trends. Like, high rocks got really popular, so everybody want to do high rocks, and
Yeah.
Pilates is really popular.
Yeah.
Everybody a Pilates mama now, and it's like,
Yeah.
do what works for you. And
Do what
like when I
works
first
for
started,
you.
it was just walking. I didn't do nothing else. I walked on a treadmill, and and because I was at my heaviest, I challenged myself every day. If I could only walk like straight without stopping for 5 minutes yesterday, guess what? Today my goal is 6 minutes. The
Yeah.
next day my goal is 7 minutes. The next day
Mm-hmm.
my goal is 8 minutes. Like that became like, and I almost gamified it. Like because now I was like, okay,
Yes, but that
we need
works.
that next level. We
And
need
it's
that next
you
level.
versus you. You're not, then you're turning your journey into your own personal journey. When you do that, when you say, okay, yesterday I burned 100 calories. Today I want to burn 101. Can I beat me from yesterday? And in your mind,
Exactly.
it helps you to push a little harder. And you're
It
not
really does.
focused on anyone else other than yourself, because that's the goal. The goal is to really hone in on you and what you need to do to stay consistent and do this thing for you.
For
Like
you,
social
and
media,
challenge, like you said, challenge yourself.
right?
Challenge yourself, because
Social
like I
media
make
is
it
a
a
great
point to
tool.
say, I will make it a point to be like, if I walk 5 minutes on a treadmill, that's my baseline. I
Yeah,
cannot walk only 4 minutes. I have to walk five. If I
yeah,
lift 25 pounds in this, that's my baseline. I can't go no
mhm,
lower. Like I
right.
make it a game, and
Yeah,
it
and
challenges
challenge
me.
yourself. Yeah. That it really works. And that's like, you just have to get to that place. You really do just have to get to that place where you realize that the people on social media can be an inspiration to get you started. They can be the people that you see, that you identify with, and you're like, well, if she could do it, so can I.
I can do it. Hmm.
And but you don't have to do everything they did or everything they're doing to get to your best version of yourself. Your thing might be something else. You might really like cycling and they never cycle ever, but you're inspired by their journey. That's okay. Find out what works for you and do that.
Yeah, that's
That's
why I agree with
fine.
one of the comments that said like mix it up.
Yeah.
Because I am a huge advocate for that. Like last week, I did a little bit of dancing around my living room. I did a stretch session. I did a little yoga. I went on a walk. I lift like, but it was probably one of the most active weeks for
Mhm.
me. But like almost every single day was different. But I
Something
knew I wanted to move my body. But then it also let me know like, oh, like I really enjoyed that night of yoga. So I want to
yeah.
incorporate that more. Like, it made me start to see those things. And so I agree with that 100%. And then plus what I love about mixing it up, you're constantly using different body parts. You're
Yeah.
working different muscles, like you're doing something different. And and that's one of the things I love about doing something different throughout the week.
Yes, for sure. Like, oh wow, we got some new people coming in, but we're almost to the end of our conversation. Guys, I really appreciate everybody that's been here. If you're just joining us, we are here with Janae Michelle. That's her YouTube channel, and she also has an Instagram page, This Curvy Girls Fitness. So either one or both, you need to subscribe, follow. She has amazing content. What I really love on her YouTube channel is she does vlogs, and in the vlogs, she'll show you her fitness. And I especially like when she cooks, because like she said, she's a chef. So when she start cooking, she gonna cook this meal and it's gonna look so good. And I'm me who doesn't like cooking like that. I'm like, that sure looks good.
Oh, I love it. And
You did some
hopefully, if you
teriyaki
guys,
cooking once. I was like, ooh, let
well,
me
I
get
can say this: if you guys are ever interested, one of the things that's on my list for 2026 is I miss cooking. Like long story short, fell off a ladder, can't stand in a kitchen for 8 hours like I used to, but I miss cooking. And I've been talking to my friend, and I was like, I really want to do something. I don't know what to do, and she was like, well, just start sharing recipes on your YouTube channel. And I was like,
yes,
So coming
yes,
soon, you guys will start seeing me show more of that cooking, because I miss it. I mean, I have so many recipes that I love, that I wanted to use, but now this is like the perfect avenue. So more
yeah.
recipes to come.
Yes, people love to see cooking because people are always like they just cook the same things that are in their wheelhouse. And somebody might make something that they see and they're like, "Oh, I could do that." And they'll add that to their wheelhouse of meals that they make, because when you're eating healthy, you tend to eat the same thing over and over because you don't want to go too far away
Yeah.
from the regimen. So it's nice to like healthy meals, great looking, easy, healthy meals. Oh my God, you will get a million and trillion views. People want that.
Well,
Like,
my goal is always because, like I said, like we talked about earlier, I love
mhm,
food. I
yeah,
love trying to
me too.
recreate something that I love that's probably not the healthiest, but make it a little healthier.
But make
Like
it
that's
a
always
little
the
healthier.
goal.
Yeah. All right. So this is a healthy-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that'll be a good name for it too. Something put healthy-ish
Healthy-ish.
in there somewhere. That'll be dope. People definitely look, I need recipes. See, people want recipes. And I'm not a person that likes to cook, but I sure like watching other people cook. See, look. She's gonna be watching the cooking tutorials. Sweetie Pie is gonna watch your cooking tutorials, meal preps that we can freeze.
I love that
Those are
because that's
those are
me.
yeah,
I,
meal
I
prep.
like to cook. I'm a cook in bulk type of girl,
Yeah,
and if I could freeze something, so that way I can know I got them and just
you
and
got
freeze
something
to
in
microwave.
there.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we good.
Yeah. And my
Well, that's
husband,
definitely coming.
got big shout out to Mr. BFF. He says nothing more attractive than a healthy queen with goals and consistency. Amen, brother.
Amen.
Yes. Is there anything that you want to promote? Is there anything that you want to say to the people before we wrap up for the day?
I'm going to say first, once again, thank you so much for having me. This has just been a blast. I've enjoyed this conversation. And I just want to say to everyone that this journey is going to be full of ups and downs, but just keep going. Just because you have a down today, that can turn around tomorrow. Just keep pushing, keep moving forward. That's what this journey is about. Consistency is just about never quitting. It doesn't mean you didn't have a bad day, didn't mean you didn't even take a week off. It just meant you never quit. You still got back up and did it. So just continue to keep pushing, keep going forward. And then, yeah, if you guys are ever interested, please definitely check out my Instagram or head on over to the YouTube channel. But other than that, I love this. Thank you so much for having me again. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I love this. Thank you.
I absolutely must thank you for gracing us, like I said in the very beginning, gracing us with your presence. You have a great energy. I just want to speak some positivity over your life. You are an inspiration. Never forget that. Like, even if you're not having the best time or you're not feeling your best, you are an inspiration. You are amazing. You have done amazing things. You've probably far out shine your own dreams. Like, you're doing an amazing job. And always remind yourself of that you are amazing. You belong. You're doing your thing, and you inspire so many people, and that is a blessing. So I just wanted to
Oh,
have an
thank
opportunity
you.
to say that to you. I watch you all the time. Your Instagram, your YouTube, and then when you stop posting, now I gotta watch old videos. I'm like, where's the new video? Come on. But I don't always like, I'm one of those people that don't always comment. So you always have to keep that in mind too. Like, people might be watching you that aren't commenting, but they're still looking for you when you're not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yes, I wanted to say that to you and to everyone that was here for our wonderful chat. Oh, look, we got some money here, honey. Thank you, BFF. He's so cute. Thank you. Um, to everyone that was here, I hope that you got something out of this conversation today. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you decide to follow this Curvy Girls Fitness. I put it in the chat, but after this live post on my channel, I'll put the links in the description box. They're actually in the description box, and I'll also put it in a pinned comment so you guys can check her out on Instagram and YouTube, because it's another wonderful person on YouTube to watch. Isn't that lovely?
Thank you.
So I thank you all so much for being here for this episode of the Coach Reen Experience. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, guys, I will catch you on the next one. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Oh.